Welcome to Ink and Fitness. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Anthony. I am someone who went from skinny to fit, and these videos are purely educational. So this way, if you are also someone who is skinny, you can take what you're learning inside of these videos, apply them, be consistent with them above all, and see your own results. In terms of today's video topic, I'm going to be speaking to you guys about the mindset that you need for fitness specifically. And this could really apply to any area of life, not just fitness. So, really, the mindset that you need for any area of life, per se. Number one, right off the bat, is you need discipline. You need discipline. There's no going around it, there's no trying to fight it, right? You can't run away from it. You need discipline, plain and simple, because there will be times where you just don't feel like working out. There's going to be times where you don't feel like getting up in the morning if you decide to work out in the morning. There's going to be times where you don't feel like going to the gym after work if you decide to go train after work. Or there's just going to be times where you don't feel like getting in your meals, where you don't feel like training in general, where you don't feel like going to the gym that week or that month or that particular whatever, right? You get the point that I'm trying to get across here. Overall, there's going to be times where you just don't feel like doing said activities that's going to allow for you to progress towards your goals. But those are the times where you need to show up for yourself. It is so important that you show up for yourself during those times because not only will every day not be sunshine and rainbows, right? And you won't only rely on motivation to get you through the day, but those are the days where you need to actually show yourself and prove to yourself that despite how you're feeling, you're still going to keep your word to yourself that you're going to achieve X, Y, and Z goal. And that is the most important thing. That's what builds confidence. That's what builds trust in oneself. That's what builds self-reliance. All these important things that we need so that way we as people can grow, can become mentally tougher, be more confident overall, and be resilient with whatever goal that we're trying to reach. So you need discipline. Secondly, number two is it won't happen overnight. So this is another mindset that a lot of people nowadays need, especially with the day and age of social media, instant gratification, being able to scroll endlessly for hours on end. I've done that before. Hell, I've done that many times in the past. Now, I'm a little bit more controlled on it. I still occasionally scroll or whatnot, right? I'm not gonna lie to you and say I don't fucking scroll at all whatsoever. Hell no. Sometimes I just like to get up in the morning and scroll for a few minutes, just and lay in my bed and be a lazy sack of potatoes. And that is okay. And that is completely okay. But the point that I'm trying to get across is that when you mindlessly scroll for an entire day or multiple days at a time, right? Hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, right? It really does mess with your head. It messes up it messes up excuse me, let me retrace what I'm trying to say. Let me backtrack for a minute here, because as you can see, my mind is a little bit all over the place per se. But you really mess up the dopamine receptors inside of your brain, right? When you give it so much instant gratification or so much feel good type of vibes, right? Because scrolling makes you feel good, right? You laugh, you cry, depending on the piece of content that you're seeing. You feel joy, excitement, whatever it is, right? And so when you scroll hours on end, it makes you want to have that quick feel good moment. And so that's why you see a lot of people who, for example, are in the make money online niche, right? Because there's a bunch of ads that say that you can make money in 30 days or less, right? You can make 10K months in 30 days or less. And a lot of people, they eat that shit up because that's like almost in an instant. And they love that because a lot of people nowadays, because of social media, because of different things out there, right? Substances, whatever, are looking for that quick feel good moment, right? And if they can get that in an instant or in a very short period of time, even better. But to bring it full circle, reality is in fitness, you can't have that, right? You cannot achieve the physique, the body of your dreams overnight. You're not going to get it quickly. you're not going to get those results that you want in an instant. So, your favorite fitness influencer, fitness coach, bodybuilder, they didn't get the physique that they achieved just by working hard for a few weeks or months. They put in the hard work consistently for years on end and gained the physique that you all see today. So most of us just want quick results, you know, but reality is that won't happen. And that's where discipline comes into play. That's where delayed gratification comes into play. Because the things that are hard to get results in are also the things that are the most rewarding. If you can be consistent, be patient, and not give up. So have that little reality check inside of yourself. Know that you're not going to gain this fucking amazing physique in a couple weeks, months, or anything like that. If you have a specific body type in mind or whatever it is, it will take a few years on end of consistent hard work to make it, to achieve whatever, goal that you have in mind. Obviously, if you're just looking to lose weight, gain a little bit of muscle, whatever it is, yeah, that'll take just a few months. But in the grand scheme of things, if you all want that killer physique that most fitness influencers or fitness coaches or bodybuilders have, then yeah, that's going to take years on end, right? So you have to be patient. You can't just rely on, or excuse me, you just can't be like, oh, I want something quick, something easy. Where's that next supplement ad that's going to help me gain 50 pounds of lean mass in a week or so, right? That shit doesn't exist. Get that out of your mind because you need to put in the hard work consistently for a long period of time if you want to see the results that you're wanting to see, depending on the goal itself, of course. Number three, just take action. Just take action. There's so much info out there nowadays on what exercises you should do, how you should eat, what you should do for recovery, etc., etc. And honestly, with all the info, it really leads to a big mass amounts of information overload for a lot of beginners who are new to the gym that are just looking to start their journey, right? But literally, social media, YouTube, whatever, right? Everything. I mean, YouTube is social media, but all these different things combined with all these different social media platforms, they're always feeding information to people, depending if you are seeking out the information or not. But if you are someone who does seek out that information, you get a shit ton of posts sent your way, thrown your way, from different creators, different people telling you what exercise to do, what exercise you shouldn't do, if you're training optimally or not, or how you should train optimally, or what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, all these different kind of things, right? That just kind of like makes you feel overwhelmed and just discourages you at times from wanting to take action or starting to take action at all whatsoever, right? The most important thing you can do is just take action, honestly. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to have the perfect split, quote unquote, perfect split. You don't have to have the perfect meal plan. You don't have to have this perfect, outrageous recovery process where you do red light therapy, ice plunges, all these different kind of fucking just stupid ass shit where you should just be getting 7 hours of sleep or more per night. Just get your ass inside of the gym and just start lifting weights. That's it. That's all you need to do, really. Imperfect action is 100 times better than no action at all whatsoever. Because once you start getting in there and you start training a little bit, you start tracking your calories, your macros a little bit, you start to get some consistent sleep. After then you have the data points built up to really see what needs tweaking at that point and what needs to be fixed up. And that's where you can get things dialed in. But it is better to take imperfect action than take no action at all whatsoever, because that's what leaves you, kind of like twiddling your thumbs, not making any progress, and not knowing where to go from there. And then last but not least, you need to be comfortable or need to get uncomfortable. Cannot speak today. You need to get uncomfortable. Sorry, guys. You need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I'm leaving it in. I'm not gonna take that part out. You guys can go ahead and make fun of me for messing it up literally 4 different times. But you need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Training and eating in a certain way that you're not used to is really not the most fun thing at times. Sometimes it can be fun, sometimes it cannot. But it is the most rewarding feeling ever. It is a very rewarding thing. I'm not saying that you have to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice 7 days out of the week. Go to the gym 6 days out of the week for 3 hours a day, 3 hours per training session to see great results, because you don't need all of that to see great results, right? You can go to the gym 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times per week and train for 30 to 60 minutes and see really good results, see great results, right? If you're being consistent with it for years on end. What I am saying though, and what I am trying to get across here is that you need to exert yourself a little bit more than you're used to, because not a lot of people are used to, training hard or eating in a certain way, right? Or anything like that, right? I'm not saying you need to cut out your favorite meals or anything like that. But what I am saying is that everything in moderation, and maybe you're not used to moderation, or maybe you're not used to training a certain way where you exert yourself, right? And whatever it is, you need to get comfortable with those things that might feel uncomfortable for you. So, um, it's nothing that's going to make you feel like it's a life or death situation. Nothing like that at all whatsoever. But you will feel a little bit of pressure. But pressure is good though, because diamonds are formed under pressure, and you are a motherfucking diamond. You at least deserve to be one, right? And you're here listening to this video, or you're out there going to the gym because you care about your health, because you want to, lose weight or gain muscle if you're on the skinny side, right? Gain weight, because you want to do it for whatever reason you may want to do it for, right? Be more confident, have more self-esteem, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, altogether, you just need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Because there's going to be things that you're doing that you're not used to. Hell, the very first month when you go to the gym, it's going to feel very uncomfortable because you're going to be sore and you're not going to, you're not used to that feeling, right? You're not used to tracking your macros, you're not used to tracking your calories, you're not used to training in that kind of way, or just not used to training at all whatsoever. So you're just going to feel uncomfortable with it, and that's okay. But you're going to love it. You're gonna love it down the road because once you get the taste of those results, you're gonna eat that shit up and you're gonna keep being disciplined, keep being consistent with your regime, and ultimately, you being consistent, you being disciplined, and you being comfortable with the feeling of being uncomfortable is what's gonna allow for you to see the results that you want to see inside of the gym. That covers it for today's video, you guys. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, comment down below what video topic you want to see next. If there is something specific you guys want to see. Um, and if you are someone interested in one-to-one coaching, the link for that will be down below in the description. So pick a good time to speak with me, and I'll be gladly and happily able to speak with you and work out some sort of game plan. But and until the next one, though, guys, take care. Much love to you all, and peace.